Hey, what's going on, folks? My name is Gerard. I'm an exotic plant collector, and I want to talk about a few plants, primarily just cactuses, that I regret buying. I wanted to say like just a few plants that I regret buying. They're mostly cactuses and an agave. I want to say the only reason why I'm regretting buying these plants, just to kind of speed up the whole topic, is because they're sharp as hell, and I have gotten poked by a few. And if I put some around the house, somebody else is going to get poked. God forbid somebody falls on one of these plants. Like, let me show you this agave. Look at that. See how sharp that is? I mean, I had this outside. That's not the best looking plant, but I had it outside, uh, which was a great place for it. But I'm in New Jersey, Zone 7B, and I cannot keep can't keep these plants outside all year round because it's gonna snow. The plant's gonna die, and it'll just be a waste. They're not perennials in my area. If I was a little bit closer to Arizona or Texas, I would be all right, but I'm not. So I have to bring these plants inside. Every time I take them outside, they get super bigger than what I just had them. Then I have to worry about where I want to put them at inside the house without like, and I really don't want to get rid of them. So that's my biggest issue. Like, I don't know what to do with these plants when I bring them inside. Because if I leave them outside, they're great. But since I can't keep them outside and I have to bring them inside, it's an issue. Then it's an issue for everybody else because I have to maneuver my furniture. It's Christmas time. The only plants that I have downstairs is my Monstera deliciosa, which is super big, and I just can't put it anywhere else. I have my Palea downstairs, and I have a couple other plants in the windows. But I recently got rid of my plant stand that I built because it just was taking up too much space, and we redid the living room, so it's now a living room. I had to give up territory just to make everybody happy, and I'm not upset about that. I just really took over with the plants, and now I'm just in a position where I have to maneuver things just to keep things up and up, if you know what I mean. So what you got behind me is like, it looks pretty busy behind me, but that's most of what I've been collecting and most of what I've been taking care of and what I've been propagating. That's all behind me and around me. This room was strategically made for what's going on right now. We're just investing in ourselves, utilizing the space that we got, a lot of other things, and I'm growing in these plants. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm growing in this room as well. So we're trying to cohabitate in a room in my house, which is awesome. I'm happy to have the space. It's just we just have to adapt to keeping plants, doing other things. But once again, if I keep a cactus or an agave and somebody walks by it, like if it gets super big, somebody walks by it, they're going to get hurt. I mean, each point of the cactus is obviously, you know what a cactus is, and I love agaves, but I just realized that I just can't keep them because of my situation from transitioning them from indoors to outdoors, and that's like the whole problem. I would love to have a bigger space to keep those plants, and maybe I could just permanently keep them indoors. That would be the goal, but unfortunately, or keep them outside, whatever is easier. But right now, that's not the situation, so we're adapting to that. I want to also just give a shout out to Planting with Ruse, Yoga with Ruse. She corrected me on this one. I do apologize in my last video. This is a Florida beauty, not a Florida ghost. Variegated. This is the vision. And I also want to apologize. My volume was super low, so everybody was talking about my volume. I got it correct now, obviously. I'm making mistakes, but I'm learning from them. And thanks for your feedback, for letting me know. I should have caught that when I was editing the videos, but I'm just getting better, because obviously the pros wouldn't make those mistakes, but I did. So you most likely, I would almost guarantee you that you won't get that mistake ever again. But I won't mess up the name of this. This is the not a Florida ghost, like I said. It's a Florida beauty. Let me show you a Florida ghost. That's a Florida ghost. That's a Florida beauty. Now, being a plant collector, I didn't go to school for this stuff. I really didn't study. I am just learning as I go. And YouTube is, since I'm putting myself out there, everybody is adding their suggestions, which I totally am looking for. I'm looking for that feedback. And it's also making me happy that somebody's watching this stuff, because, I'm surprised. Plants are great, which I think that's the easy thing for me to talk about. But like I said, I'm learning on the way. I'm seeing what works for me. I'm learning from other YouTubers and the material that they're putting out, the information that they're putting out, and I'm just trying to digest it and use it for my own stuff, because I feel like I'm more, each day I'm getting confident. I've grown a lot. My collection's grown a lot. But I've just noticed in hindsight that some plants that I can't deal with in the future, I probably will never get another cactus in my life. I am more in tune to, I'm more comfortable with philodendrons and monsteras. Let's just be honest. I have a few calathea. No, I don't have any calathea. I used to have calathea. I have a few Hoyas, which I have a Hindu rope, Hoya abovata, but I also have a Madagascar palm, which is super spiky, and I have a San Pedro cactus that's still downstairs. But like I said, when I'm transitioning stuff from inside and outside, it's a pain in the neck, and then I have to figure out what I'm going to do with it, how, what if somebody bumps into it and they get severely damaged. It's just that type of environment. So in hindsight, being a dad, I most likely would not be buying an agave or a cactus ever again. So with that said, those are just the two plants I'm just talking about. Every other plant, besides like a calathea, I probably could take a calathea on, but I just don't want a calathea. I don't want any ferns. I just don't have the motivation to. They're not just, certain plants attract you. They're not attracting me anymore. I had calathea, I had ferns. We grew apart. A lot of people would agree with me. I know that in Instagram, a lot of people talk about calatheas and how they really are very humidity hoes, I would say. And then other plants are just really needy. I find my sweet spot and my comfortability with, like I said, the monsteras and the philodendrons. I just want to be honest. Let me know what you guys feel about cacti. I don't want to say I don't like them. I just can't deal with them in New Jersey. Until I get a bigger house, maybe the story will change. But that's the only two plants that, or two kinds of species that I would say that I would regret getting. I have to get a special spot for them. I have it on my fish tank. I'm trying to make the decor a lot the same. The pots, they're ceramic, clay pots, terracotta pots, so they all look the same. And I'll probably get a light to shine over them, because that was like the spot that I could just not bother anybody, and I could keep them happy there until spring arrives and I can push them back outside. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching again. If you got any comments or questions, don't forget to leave them in the comment section below. And if you haven't saw my channel before, let me know in the comment section. I'm sorry. Don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate your subscription. Like and comment and keep growing. And thank you very much for watching. Once again, my name is Gerard. I'm an exotic plant collector. And keep growing.